Sorry for the lack of upload yesterday. My entire save file decided to corrupt itself. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of an Untitled Story. Today we're going to be getting one thing from this shop, from the shopkeeper who says, the thing we need is this blue orb. Our fire shots now travel further. This is really useful because now they go like this. And not very short. Anyways, now that we're a bird, we can talk to these other birds. But honestly, I think we should save that for another day. Also, when I was recovering all the progress I made from my previous save file, I accidentally got that heart that was up there on that tower by jumping off the side of Night Climb. Oh well, no one cares. Back to deep dive. Anyways, get some breath. We need to go back up for some things we missed up here. Let's go to the very top first. There is a blue orb there, but we'll ignore that for now. We'll go from the top to the bottom in order of things that I missed. Alright, so I believe the first thing is over to the right here, in this room. I skipped this because I didn't have the ice power. Now I've got the ice power, and also the ability to shoot the ice further. Oh yeah, the increased shooting distance doesn't only affect the fire, it also affects the ice. So that's pretty handy if I do say so myself. I need to breathe. Where's the nearest breathing? Yikes, yikes, yikes. Scary. Anyways, I can breathe now. I do believe that I've already been over to this right chamber. Yes, that's where the ice power-up is. Now to get to that blue power-up, we'll just wait for the fish to get further along and shoot at it. And hopefully not die in the process. We can now breathe longer underwater, which is very useful if you need to breathe longer underwater, which we do. Anyways, I'll go save at the save area because saving is very important when you're drowning at all times. Going back over to the left, something else I forgot. Not forgot, exactly, just ignored for the previous area. Yes, this part's annoying. Yeah, I don't have a high enough jump boost upgrade to get past this section without taking damage. And I just screwed myself. Luckily, the ice enemies breaks after a certain amount of time. Just like that. They also break when you shoot a fireball at them. Unfortunately, you can't shoot fire underwater because this is not Mario. Anyways, this one's also quite annoying. You can actually just go underneath. You don't need to bother with any of those fish. Anyways, this is a good area. There's just a lot of bubble vents there. It's not a special thing, it's just the same layered 5 beside each other. Anyways, heart. You found a heart. And a treasure chest. This one's actually pretty not great. Of all of them, it's probably one of the hardest. This is gonna take a while if I keep doing this. Actually, yeah, I'll do that instead. There we go. I got that part done. Actually, go back. Put that over there. Put that there. And then put that there, put that there. Put this up and put this to the left. To win. Epic. Collect the cash. Collect the heart. And there's also one other thing in this room. This unidentified shipwreck. There's another blue orb. guess what it does? We can now breathe longer underwater. I believe those are the only two breathing longer underwater power-ups. There are a lot of power-ups that are the same as other power-ups, specifically the jumping ones, but there are several, I believe, several others that are the exact same, but just stack their effects. The breathing underwater obviously is another example of that. We'll just rush through here. I've got enough health. Just don't get hit by that thing. You'll be fine. Saving also replenishes your breath along with your life. And there's one more thing that I haven't gotten yet. Down this way, I've got this. It's just a heart. It's not that... Nah. It's probably a nightmare on insanity. Where you can't take any hits. Luckily, this is not insanity, and I can take many hits. Epic. And now we can finally go into the SS Eternity. The SS Eternity is a ship that did not last an eternity. How ironic. It also somehow got caught underneath this stone brick area. No clue how this happened. They like drove it underneath and couldn't get it out, so they all drowned. No clue how that happens, but anyways, going inside, you can get this heart. There are a lot of doors, they don't lead anywhere. All the doors in this game don't lead to anything, you can't go inside. A little bit disappointing, but sort of expected. And just go through these invisible... That's no good. That's also no good. I just need to get up. That is very no good. I've only got 20 health for this boss. Oh yeah, it's a boss. Can you guess what it is? It's a dragon. And guess what it shoots? Ice balls. You need to hit the dimmer section of it whenever it starts... whenever... He's nuts. And it shoots a laser beam at you, and you have to not get hit by it. I got hit by it. That was no good. Died mainly because of those invisible mine things that were in that one area that I hit a lot of. It's generally recommended that you don't hit these because they do damage. A lot of damage. 100 damage. Oh well. This dragon is regarded as one of the harder boss fights. It's not super terrible compared to some other ones, but it's up there. Got through there. This is the harder part, especially since my double jump hasn't been upgraded at all yet. Got through it without any health damage. Another interesting thing, the music doesn't play when you first get into this room. I found that interesting because that's like one of the only areas that happens. I guess because this boss is more, I don't know, mysterious. But yes, you have to be dive bombing on the dimmer rock segment, otherwise it will not do damage and you will be a big loser. Also, you have to be holding up at the same time, otherwise you won't be pushed up high enough to not die and get back over. So make sure you hold up and down at the same time when you're hitting it. It's two health down. Try to get up into the top right corners, but you can, or you can hide down at the bottom right. Ice balls are just annoying. You can't shoot him with anything. You just have to jump over his head and hit there. One more health left, and let's try. Nuts. That part's definitely more precise than top. Anyways, 2 more hits and I'm dead, 1 more hit and he's dead. And he's dead. Yeet. His head remains there forever. For the entirety of the entire universe. Breathe back up and heal. His head just sits there. And the music doesn't start playing until you leave the screen and come back. These blocks aren't breakable, which I find kind of strange. no matter. Another gold orb. Now looking at our status, that's 2 out of 10, and we've defeated 8 of the bosses. And now this is basically the end of Deep Dive. From here you undive. That's a word. That's too far. Yeah, there's a heart there. You have to freeze the ice guy, or the fish guy, and then step on him. Let's wait for him to get back across. You can step on these blue things. They do damage if you hit them from not the top. Kind of annoying. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, that's much better. We can jump on the top and collect the heart. 330. And go back up to the top up here. Wait for that fish guy to pass and start breathing again. I don't know how standing on an air vent allows you to breathe, but that's just the way it is. Also, this heart is like very hidden. There's absolutely no indication that it exists, but it does. It's really hard when you're trying to get all the hearts. Go up again, and to the right. Now this heart is easy on every difficulty except for Insanity. And it's actually sort of easy on Insanity, depending on how good you are at the game. Just collect the heart, and then you have to go through this spike trap in order to get back. It's not that difficult, especially if you're not on Insanity. You just need to have a good double jump upgrade. I just ran through all the spikes because I'm a not Insanity guy. Do you ever just run through spikes to flex on all the Insanity players? Anyways, that's the entirety of Deep Dive. Yeet. And yeah, you can see there on the map. And yeah, that's going to be all for this episode. Bye.